Welcome, welcome. Off the glass on the record. I'm your host, Keith Williams. To my right,
Kenneth Tapper.
to my left,
Lisa Jane.
I got my guy with me today, Austin Freeman. Let me tell you a little bit about Austin Freeman, McDonalds All-American. Mike Jones' first big recruit who restarted DeMatha. I don't think you get enough credit for that. One of the all-time leading scorers at Georgetown, all Big East performer. Hello, Austin. How you doing, my brother?
What's up, Keith? How you doing, man? Thanks for having me.
Okay. Oh, I left out and Morgan State basketball coach. Let's get started. Let's start right at 8th grade. Tell us who Austin Freeman was 8th grade. What was his thought process? What was his dreams?
Well, my dream was to get to the NBA.
Okay.
From jump. That was my dream. And that started way before 8th grade. That's probably started right around like 4 years old.
Okay.
My father put a basketball in my hand. And I pretty much was playing ever since then. Started out in Mitchellville, Maryland. I went to Ernest Everett Just.
Ernest Just.
In 8th grade. First ever 8th grade class over there. Played on the team over there. Played up around that time too. I was playing, not my age group, but the age group club. Just loving the game, learning. Just trying to get better every day.
What was it like, thinking about where you were going to go to high school? Was it always DeMatha, or like, did you think about any other school?
No, it wasn't just DeMatha. It was O'Connell. I mean, I pretty much had a lot of high school, pretty much a lot of schools coming. But O'Connell, Good Counsel, pretty much the whole WCAC.
Right.
They were pretty much, at every game. But Mike Jones and honestly Joe Wooten were the two coaches that were really at every game, talking to me, talking to my parents. I've shadowed at O'Connell, shadowed at DeMatha. Those are really the two schools that I really did. But I think my father really made the executive decision because I was thinking about really going to O'Connell, but he didn't really want me to go on the Metro and do that every day.
Right.
So my dad made the executive decision and pretty much was like, I think DeMatha would probably be your best decision, which it was.
Did you balk at it though?
At first, I did.
Because it was all boys?
It was all boys, But, after, thinking about it and making it easier for my parents, just being able to get me to school and stuff like that. And Mike Jones made it easier for me to make that decision.
So did you play with them that summer?
Actually, I didn't. So my second summer league practice. My first summer league practice, I was with the JV, and then my next summer league practice, I was with the varsity, and started 3-man weave. And I went up to try to impress the coaches, went up to try to dunk.
Hey, where?
And my knee just pops.
Wow.
I ended up tearing my patella tendon. And it was in front of the whole football team. They had practice and they came back.
Stop.
Sitting in
Why was that your thought process? Because this tells me that you could dunk, but you weren't like you were an avid dunker. So why at that moment did you feel like you had to do that? I'm just out of curiosity, because I like to understand why, as young men, why do we make the decision we make?
8th grade, I've always wanted to dunk. I wanted the coaches to see me. I wanted to impress them.
You impressed them,
and I was in front. I was with the varsity guys, and the first 4 guys in front of me was dunking the ball.
So you like, nah, I got
yeah, why not try?
But was you dunking before that though? Like
Yes,
you was dunking.
I was
But I'm saying was you a
You know
dunker.
what I'm saying?
Like I know you can dunk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, was you
Dunker.
dunking
Like a 2 feet jumper, I was getting up there.
Okay.
Okay.
I was dunking, man.
Okay, so did you make the dunk?
Well,
You don't to this day you don't even know.
I don't, because once I jumped and I heard it pop, I landed right back down.
So how long till you, what was the recovery process like?
So I missed the whole summer. Started school, and they cleared me probably like a month after school started, and we started workouts, and I started working out.
So you ain't missed no time in freshman
Yeah,
year?
I didn't miss no time.
You had to get surgery, no surgery?
I had to get surgery.
Okay.
Yeah, I got surgery, rehab, and I got back in time to be able to work out and start practicing routine. It was tough because I didn't really have my legs back, and I was really concerned because I thought I was going to play JV or freshman at the time because I just had that injury. I didn't know where I was.
So you played varsity?
I ended up playing
so
varsity that year.
That freshman year?
That freshman year went well. I wasn't starting at that time, but I was literally playing most of the game. I was ending the game.
What did you average?
Probably like 8.
Okay.
Probably 8 points that year.
Back then.
Freshman.
Who else in your class had the DeMatha play varsity? Like Nigel was your class, but he played varsity freshman year too?
Well, Nigel's a year.
Oh,
Nigel's a year
before,
older than me,
before,
so,
yeah, that's right.
He was already there. He was a sophomore at the time. He was starting. I started point guard, but Jeff Peterson, who was the GM, assistant GM with the Charlotte Hornets, he also played varsity that year. So
He went to Iowa State.
he ended up going to Iowa,
Yeah.
Florida State, and Arkansas.
Yeah.
How'd you end up finishing up the season that year?
Well, that year we lost in the semifinals to O'Connell, actually. So it was pretty much, it was upsetting when it happened. Right now, it was a good year because it was also Mike Jones' first official year that year.
That was the only one y'all lost though in high school for you, right? You won 3?
Yeah. That was that year. That year we lost in the semifinals with O'Connell, and then pretty much the next 3 years we kind of wiped the WCAC. So.
Now, there's always been rumors of DeMatha kind of tilting the table to their favor. Now, in my day, which is a long time ago, they would act as if the gym had no air conditioning, so they would play games in 90-some degree weather. You can say it now. Did y'all tilt the table a little bit
No,
with advantage at home? Or would you even tell us that?
No. It was always hot in that gym.
I'm just saying.
The summers used to be the worst.
No, I know.
The summers were the worst. But we got better.
We scrimmaged
That was
them.
normal though.
We scrimmaged
Go to
them.
the gyms, it's
Yeah.
gonna be hot. Like
No,
even to this day.
we scrimmaged them during the
the
year, and it was about 2,000 degrees.
Nah, never took the table.
So how was that summer after your 9th grade? Did you play AAU? Or, any offers going into your sophomore year, or just how was that summer?
Clemson was actually my first offer.
Okay.
That was my first offer.
You had a high major first joint?
Yeah, Clemson was my first offer, my first letter, all that.
Wow.
How'd you feel about that? Because that was some time ago. That was big now, kids, whatever.
Yeah, I felt good about it. Just being in 9th grade and getting your first letter. That's an exciting time.
Can I ask you a question? Can you explain to the people what is an offer? Is it a real thing? Like, what is it exactly? It's not a piece of paper. So, and as a coach and as a player, can you explain to people? Because a lot of times people think that's it. And a lot of times you and I know kids get offered early, but if the kid wanted to commit right in there, the coach would say, "Hey, pump your brakes." So, could you explain that a little
I
bit?
think those early offers are more so like interest. Just let them know that they see you, they want to continue to keep looking at you through the years. Well, yeah, it's just pretty much just showing interest, showing that we are looking at you and eventually we're gonna want you. So.
You had a good summer there.
I ended up having a good summer. I was playing with the DC Blue Devils at the time, 16.
Shout out to DC Blue Devils. You should have stayed over there, but that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, I played up that year. I think Morello Vessels our coach at the
Okay,
time.
so good Virginia dude.
Yeah. Pretty good team.
You play with? What's your team?
16.
I mean, no, who was on the team? That's how you treat us, man.
Nah, I mean,
Right, you remember all the DC assault?
Hey, you remember every dude, even the dudes that got cut, you know him.
my fault, but
How did you do?
I did pretty good. It was a good year, good summer. I came back after that summer with a lot more offers, or interest, as we would say at that time. Offers from a lot of schools, which pretty much gave me that momentum into that sophomore year. And with playing AAU and DeMatha and their development process and working with me during that summer, it gave me that momentum into my sophomore year, which was probably one of our best years at DeMatha.
Do you think like the way the AAU circuit is now is better, or you like the way it used to be? Like we would go to different tournaments here, there. Like it wouldn't just be like you had your Nike circuit, the Adidas circuit, whatever. Like every brand has its own circuit. Like you like it better the way it was, and then everybody meets in Vegas or Florida at the end of the summer for nationals or whatever the big tournament is, or you think it makes more sense the way it is now?
I liked how it was back in the day when everybody you would see everybody. But this the way the circuit is now. I mean, it is good. We get a lot of high level talent. With the different circuits. But I just wish that maybe the champion from each circuit playing against each other and stuff like that. I think that's a good idea. But the way they got it now, I mean, it's good, but I just want them to,
have to play
playing against each other. Yeah.
So that sophomore year, you ended up starting?
Yeah, I ended up starting. We ended up playing this national schedule, playing a lot of good teams. We ended up playing Westchester from out of Cali. They had Amir Johnson at the time. Who ended up going to the NBA.
Yeah.
We played some teams from Texas, things like Westbury Christian Academy. We ended up playing them like twice. We played them here at the Gonzaga DC Classic, and then we met them in Houston, which was a pretty good tournament, the Academy National Tournament.
Yeah.
Ended up beating them out there. Played in the primetime shootout that year.
That was
it was a big tournament. Showcase at the time. We ended up going 29-2 that year.
2 losses.
We lost to O'Connell in
Man, O'Connell was that your neck.
in Alhambra.
At the end.
So that's technically don't
The teams that lose normally they pump up at the end.
Yeah, they ended up beating us.
Did you make all conference, all met? Like what accolades did you get? It's been a little while.
I don't remember. I think I.
What you average? I can tell you made something.
16. Around 16.
You were first.
I won first team.
What?
That year. No, Mama Diani was our first team selection that year.
Okay.
I think Desmond Adedeji was also our Big Dez was our first team guy.
You had to make 17 because you only lost one conference game.
No, we lost to Westchester. So we didn't lose in the conference.
So you didn't lose at all.
Who you guys beat in the WCC championship?
O'Connell.
Oh, so they was alright.
Yeah,
got it back.
Marcus Ginyard and Dave Bean.
Okay.
Yeah, they were tough.
So after that, during that summer, going to like, what do you said you started getting a lot of offers your first summer. What are you looking forward to that summer? Like, what's the goal? Certain school you're looking for an offer from, or like?
Honestly, I really wasn't looking for it.
Just hooping.
Just playing.
Get better every
Just
time.
playing, just trying to get better. But my mom was probably the the biggest one that was like, I want you to stay close to home,
Right.
so I can be able to come.
So she started that early.
Jordan, yeah, she did.
So
She did.
particularly
She put her bid in.
They offered you, you gotta keep them on.
Yeah. But after my sophomore high school season, I was getting a lot more offers, a lot more calls from coaches. I think that's a little different now when the coaches start calling you a lot more on your phone all the time.
Yeah.
You're saying it's a lot different now?
I'm talking about when we were talking about the offers and stuff like that. When coaches really start calling you and showing up at the school and all that, like, you know, that's when you can tell that stuff is really serious.
So even though mom put the bid in, what was like your dream school? Like where like you're located, you want to be in the NBA, but like obviously then you gotta go to college. So like what was like, man, if they offered me this is my home, or like I've always wanted to go here.
Funny story. So this was my 8th grade year, and my dad comes to the house and is like, we're gonna go to this high school classic and watch this player from Oak Hill. All right. He's like, he might be the number one player in the country.
Your dad was on it early.
Yeah. He was like, we're gonna go to this classic. We're gonna see this kid play. Goes to Oak Hill. All right, we get there. This is at Coldfield House.
Yeah.
Maryland. This Oak Hill playing. He's wearing number 22. He got the braids. He got the headband. All right. He's like, yo, that's the kid right there. Just watch him. First play of the game. It's a tip. Guy gets it, pitches it to him. He goes and dunks it. My dad was like, that's the kid, and this is high school basketball. And I was like, I'm gonna have to play this next year.
Right.
That's what I was thinking in my head. I'm like, I have to play this next year. And he's like, yes, this is it. All right, that guy happened to be Carmelo Anthony.
Correct.
Right. So I see him play. I watched the whole game. I'm like in awe.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Right. He ends up going to Syracuse. Goes to Syracuse. Wins the national championship. And I was sold after that.
Well, I definitely believe he's the greatest freshman ever because they won it.
Right.
And he took a team. It was a bunch of older guys, so he had to fight through it. Like you can imagine, we know now.
Right.
You're a freshman, you go into a veteran team. They like, man, who is this clown?
Right.
He's told stories about that, how they was putting him on his ass. So I definitely believe he's the best freshman to ever play. He actually led the team. He actually got better as the tournament went on.
So Syracuse was the team.
Syracuse was my dream
Syracuse
school at first.
was a good school back then.
They were. And the fact that he went there, won national championship, and he became my favorite. Well, he became my favorite player after I saw him that day.
That was
Right.
Junior year, tell us.
Yeah, my junior year. That changed a lot for me because, like I said, I was getting a lot of calls from a bunch of schools, but Georgetown, Notre Dame, and Maryland were
The top three?
the top 3 at the time that I was talking to majority of the time. I went on an official visit to Notre Dame.
Hold on, stop. What happened to Syracuse?
They ended up they got 4 guys over here.
Okay.
That year, my year.
Dante's your year too, right?
Rick Jackson, Scoop Jardine, Johnny Flynn, and Dante Green all ended up going to Syracuse.
Okay, go ahead. I just trying to figure what happened to Syracuse. You were so smitten by it. What happened? Anyway.
But yeah,
Did they start? I don't remember when like the ESPN rankings and all that stuff started. Like now they have it for like freshman, sophomore, like every class. But I feel like when you was in school, I think did they only do it for seniors or did they do it?
From what I know, they only did it for
Juniors and
seniors.
Juniors and
Probably won't rank that high. But
you got ranked at the right time.
Yeah, but my junior year, that changed a lot. I ended up committing my junior year. And right before the season, I ended up committing my junior year.
Committing to
Georgetown. I never committed to Georgetown my junior year.
You took an official visit there?
I ended up going to Midnight Madness.
That's
I
the
was
one.
there,
That
and
one.
I kind of
Okay.
had a bunch of signs and all.
They pulled you in.
Yeah.
And you
Pretty
committed that
much.
night before the
I didn't commit that night. I waited a couple days. Well, I committed in the room with
Yeah, quiet.
Let them know.
big
Right.
coach,
Right.
bro. This Coach Thompson. I committed in there, but I gave it like a week or so before
Before
I
you put it out.
committed. Yeah.
I'm not gonna give you too much flack, but
I mean, I like the decision.
I mean, it worked out. It worked out. He's probably one of the best players to ever play there. So I mean,
I honor
it
what
worked
my
out.
mother.
Yeah, for
what
sure.
My mother wanted.
That's
For
so
sure.
hard.
Oh, now you gonna put it back on her. Okay.
Yeah. You know, I did what she wanted me to do.
now, would you have chosen a different school? Like, let's say, like, you know, someone would have, like Maryland or something like that. Like, was there ever a thought to choose anywhere else but Georgetown?
Oh yeah, Notre Dame was one because Mike Bray, also a DeMatha guy. He was like one of those coaches that I was talking to a lot. And Maryland.
Yeah.
But you know, I told a lot of people this: if Gary Williams would have came to one game,
Yeah.
Gary he don't
It was
come
his
out like
assistant.
You would have been done.
Yeah,
He don't come out like
I
that.
might have committed.
Did you ever have a conversation with Gary?
I had a conversation with him while I went up
He
there.
just never
and
came to a game.
Yeah, he just never came to a game.
That's kind of crazy when you think about it.
Yeah.
It's
Who
right
was the
down the
lead
road.
assistant then?
At that time, it was Rob Moxley.
Oh, Mox.
Really?
Yeah.
Mox a good
Mox a
dude.
good dude. Yeah, his little brother was my assistant. in
Yeah,
college.
yeah, Moxley, yeah. Yeah. Who was that, what, junior year?
Yes.
Yeah, so I ended up committing right before the season started.
Got it off your back.
Right, and that
Did
was
Lump commit around the same time too, or that was after?
He was later.
Yeah, he wasn't
He
too
was
senior.
supposed to be
Okay,
going
okay.
to
He was
NC
going to NC
State.
Yeah.
The both of you, man. Shake my head.
Yeah, you know, we wanted to
Nah, like how you feel about like seeing Melo play? Like that's how I felt watching y'all like in 8th grade. Like I think that was like maybe when y'all were seniors, the first year they had like ESPNU as like a channel, and y'all played each other. I think on ESPN. I think both y'all had like damn near 40.
Yeah.
I'm watching that like I mean he's the best niggas in the world. Like both of y'all were like two of my favorite players growing up. So I mean.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I wanted y'all to go somewhere, you know what I mean? Like, I wanted y'all to go. Just being a kid, not actually knowing y'all, you know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
right. You want to see somewhere real shiny.
yeah, I mean, Georgetown was shiny at the time. Georgetown was shiny
you
at
gotta
the
also
time, for
think
sure.
about it. At that time, Georgetown was on the up and up at the time.
Nah, it was.
Coach
It was.
Thompson.
Yeah.
You know, Jeff Green, me and a couple my friends at the time, 8th grade, Adrian Bowie, if y'all,
Yeah.
Adrian Bowie, his mother used to work at Northwestern,
Yeah.
so we used to see Jeff a lot.
Right.
And you know, knowing he was going to Georgetown at the time, you know, Jeff was kind of like one of the guys in the area that I thought was
He came on
really
late
good player.
strong.
Yeah, so just seeing him and knowing he was going to Georgetown now, that was a big thing for me too. And I thought he was going to stay when we were going to come in, but he was played too well.
He was tired.
Yeah,
He was
he
too
hot.
had
He was
to
too
go.
hot.
So
It's too hot.
So after that junior year, going to that summer, it was just hoop freely, AAU.
oh yeah. Just hoop freely, play, you know, the best I can. Lead,
Who'd you play for?
I played with DC Assault at that time.
Oh, stop right there.
So
stop
what
right
made
there.
the change?
Stop right there. Yeah, say it again.
So
Say
why
it
did
again.
so wait the year before?
Get this on the record
the
right
year
here.
before, who were you with?
Okay.
I can't believe.
Because you said going into your
Wow,
so
man.
freshman year, you were still
Freshman year,
with
I was
DC.
with DC Blue Devils.
Going to your sophomore
My
year,
sophomore year, I was with DC Blue Devils.
and
Wow.
then also the change happened going into
Going
your.
into that junior summer.
So money time, he crosses up.
That's when,
No, my bad. Freshman year, summer,
After
after the
freshman.
summer, DC Blue Devils. My sophomore year, summer,
DC Blue.
DC Assault.
He
Oh,
crossed.
DC.
Now, hold stop.
DC Assault,
So hold on. So why did you leave? That's what
change.
inquiring minds want to know. Why did you leave the DC Blue Devils? I've been
going
on
into
record saying this. At the very least, we equal programs, man. If you look at the pros,
At
and
the time, yes.
okay.
You're right.
So
But
talk to me.
I was playing 16s
Mm-hmm.
with the Blue Devils.
Yeah.
Right. They wanted me to play 16s again.
Okay.
You wasn't. You wasn't.
He's
You
like,
was like, I could
I'm
just go
playing
play
17.
7.
I'm a
And I
17.
wasn't going with
Okay.
that.
Okay.
I wasn't
Okay, I'm
going.
gonna give.
That's
You know, mind you, I was already playing.
Where was your antennas at when they were saying all them things?
So here's the thing. Them earlier days, I was pretty much training and we was doing stuff with the older guys, right? Rob was really kind of still in the mix, but kind of fought. Like right when he wasn't in them was when Rob kind of stepped back and I stepped forward. And Rob he wasn't a big talker. He wasn't going to like really recruit you. Whereas Curtis is very charismatic. He gonna make you laugh. He gonna look out for you. He gonna put you in the car. He grab something to eat. He gonna have the best go-go tapes. He gonna have. I know. We both 86. I know him like a bug.
But the whole DC assault thing, how that came about, my dad always thought that program, they was really tough. And they played defense.
Hold on.
And my dad's biggest thing
Hold on.
you need to be tougher and you need to play defense. And he felt that DC assault was gonna do that for me.
I don't hate it. I mean, y'all did
I
have.
ain't gonna
one,
say y'all played no defense. I don't know
mean,
if Assault been known for no
he just
defense.
felt at that
We
time.
weren't evil, but I don't remember that.
He just felt at that time they were gonna make me play harder.
I could give
Where
you.
y'all live at again?
Where we live at now.
Y'all might have been close to Curtis's territory. Curtis got away, man. With Quinn's father and him, they was tight, man.
Yeah, so I mean that was one of my dad's biggest things. He just felt like they were gonna let me play, but I was gonna have to play hard and have to earn whatever I was gonna get from
I
playing
don't
the
hate
game.
it. I don't hate it. Y'all had
Well,
one of the
I would
best.
say this, y'all were Curtis did an incredible job of marketing, what Assault was about. And he was kinda out in front. Like I say, Rob wasn't. And I was kinda newer, because I never saw myself as an AAU guy until Rob. He got a little sick. He had some issues with his wife, so I had to step up. But Curtis did a good job. I ain't gonna. I always tease him about that. Like we can go player for player though all day long.
They still had one of the best AAU teams though.
for sure.
You, Mike, Nolan. Who else was on that team?
We had Jamal Samuels, who ended up
Man, y'all was flying
Kansas State.
people in. Y'all got
Nah,
OJ Mayo playing with y'all.
OJ never played with us. He never
Thought
played
I'd
with
slide
us,
that
you know.
in there.
Nah, y'all had them up.
Yeah, we had a good team.
Y'all didn't win. Y'all didn't win it though.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
You're right. We
call
ended
a
up-
spade
we ended up
a spade.
losing the
Y'all did
championship.
not
You're
win
right.
it.
You're right. We did. We lost in the championship. But we ended up losing to a future Hall of Famer. So I mean,
You okay with that? You could live with
Who
that.
was that?
James Harden.
Oh,
We ended up losing to a future
Wow.
Hall of Famer who had a couple of NBA pros on his team too. So
so senior year, how'd it go? Last year at DeMatha.
wow, that was a big year for us. I think we had about 7 national ranked teams that we played that year.
Wow.
We went up to West Virginia, played OJ Mayo in Huntington, West Virginia. That was probably
Him
one
and
of
Bill Walker.
No,
Bill wasn't on the
it
team.
was just him. Had a couple guys on this team, but we went up there and that was like a college game.
Yes.
Like it was packed. And we played at
What else they got up
played
there
at-
anyway?
Yeah, we played at Marshall.
Not at that time, nothing. Just straight
Yeah, we
OJ.
played up at Marshall. It was sold out. It was on TV.
Right.
OJ might have been 20.
I
I'm
don't
just throwing it out there.
but he was a hell of a player
He was.
since
He
8th
was.
grade.
He
So
was.
we ended up going up there. I can say it now. We got cheated up there. We did.
Talking about cheating.
I understand.
That's great.
Yes, we got cheated up there.
What exactly
I
happened?
mean,
You know what? We won't.
I can talk about it if you want me to.
No. You You said what you said.
You know, somebody get hurt, you take them off the floor. You got to miss a couple plays.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep,
especially
you
when
did.
you get stitches or anything like that.
Oh, he came.
Missed a
They,
couple
they
plays.
paused the whole.
Pause the whole game.
I mean, he was
Man,
the
well,
town.
I'm about to
y'all.
say he
Yeah,
was.
I
Us
understand.
is
I understand.
okay.
He
now,
is the
but, like,
town.
He's the town.
We,
Yeah,
I mean,
a couple
you
plays.
Yeah,
though.
they like, nah, we gonna
Right.
stitch this thing up right now.
It's
You
blood on the
can't-
floor. We gotta wash the floor. We gotta put the alcohol on the floor. That's long enough for OJ to come on back.
The whole game? It's on TV.
Yeah, so stop
So
it.
they really waited.
Oh, okay. All right.
He
I
was
get
the
it.
he was the attraction.
Nah, you're right.
Right.
You're right.
His name was blown up.
I mean, he
Crazy.
was number 2 player in the country. I was number 9. I mean, come
Who
on.
was number 1 that year?
Derrick Rose was
Oh.
there. Yeah. So we had a
Strong
pretty
class.
strong
Strong
class.
Crazy.
Strong class. So I mean,
Wow.
yeah. So
Okay, so
I'll give you. I don't really like to give you your props too much. You know what I mean? But I'll give you your flowers, bro. You was probably one. Not probably. You was one of the best high school players. Not at that time, but I probably would say
He
of all
played
time,
pretty good
too.
in McDonald's game too. I was just, well, I say a month ago, I was just watching. Oh, look at this trash dude, man. You was hustling. You was trying to make it happen.
I mean, it's the All-Star
Nah, it's the
game.
game, right?
TV, you know.
So how was that? How was that experience of McDonald's All-American for you? Or just even being notified like, hey, you a McDonald's All-American? How was that?
That was one of my goals once I got towards like my junior year that I wanted to make the game. So I mean, I put in a lot of work to get there. So when I got the nod, it was.
Now you
it was
sound,
on
hold on, you sound a little political right here because I'm pretty sure Curtis told you he was going to make it.
No, he didn't.
He didn't. I'm surprised because
He didn't. When I found out, I was.
Which was ranked number 9, though.
It was
I'm not liking your basketball IQ.
It was after.
But hold on.
little nervous though. You was like,
me out.
their class was loaded though. Their class
Right,
was loaded.
right.
At DeMatha,
His
top
class was
10.
loaded.
Hear me out.
Their class was loaded.
I found out. Curtis didn't tell me. I ended up finding out after we played McNamara at McNamara when my coach, when Mike Jones said, I think it was like a Monday. He said, "Make sure you guys watch ESPN because your teammate will be on the McDonald's All-American list." So that's when I ended up finding out.
That's
So
great.
Nice.
That's
nice.
great. But Mike different. He a little different.
nah, he know what he doing. He know what he doing, man.
Did you have any other All-Star games that year?
I ended up playing in the Jordan game also.
Y'all played the Boost Mobile joint too?
Yeah, that was before.
That was the summer though, huh?
Yeah, that was
Oh,
before. That was the first ever game.
Yeah. Yep.
The Boost Mobile, Elite 24. That
Okay.
was-
What you doing that game?
I did all right. It
What that mean?
One
You
nothing
had
great.
like 6 points.
Yeah, nothing too crazy that game. You know.
Man, take a swig of this pure fuel, man.
What's this?
Tell me what you think, man.
Sports drink.
Give us your honest assessment.
Y'all
man.
gonna need it. Oh, let me get the lemonade, though.
Take another swig. Tell us.
It's good. It's really good.
Appreciate that. Tell us a little something about Pure Fuel, Elise.
I mean, it's a plant-based sports drink. The official drink of the Philadelphia 76ers, Chicago Sky, and our podcast. So they got different flavors.
We're going to partner up with them and try to do some business.
So yeah,
Pure
You
Fuel.
sanction it?
Yeah. This is good. Good.
appreciate
I can get a
that.
case or something like that.
You could. Nigga. You might could get you 12 or something just to
send
get
it-
you started.
Send it down to Morgan too. You know.
No, definitely going to talk to old boy about
Yeah,
that.
get that right.
Right back to Georgetown. So, freshman year.
Hold on, wait. So, hold
okay.
on. So, okay,
Sorry.
so boom. So, McDonald's Jordan game, you rank top 10 in the country, ahead of guys like, I think you were ahead of James Harden, some other, big names that obviously are like, some of the best to play the game.
Yeah.
And you in your mind thinking like, I'm going here 1 year and I'm out of here? Because, I mean, that wasn't as common as a thing then, but it was still happening.
Yeah, it was a thought process. That's what I was thinking. You always hear McDonald's All-Americans and, going in as freshmen and starting and playing and the path after that is the
NBA,
NBA pretty much. So that was a that was a thought process, and I'm not gonna act like I wasn't looking at the draft boards before I got to college.
Well, there goes some truth.
Saying your name on there. So
you start feeling a little pumped
right.
up.
And then college starts. Just getting to Georgetown, and especially after the year they went to the Final Four.
Yeah.
So
Expectations is high.
the expectations are high. Playing with guys like John Wallace and Roy Hibbert and DeJuan Summers and Jesse
Oh,
Side.
by the way, Roy Hibbert of DC Blue there. I'm just saying.
You're right, he is.
I'm just saying.
You're right, he is.
Okay. Tit for tat.
And me and Chris coming in that year, two guys from the area going to Georgetown. The hype train was, it was insane.
For sure.
Take us through the year. What was that freshman year like?
It was a learning experience.
Did it start that summer or? Yeah.
That summer, well, the summer wasn't too bad because we was playing in the Kennel League and, just going out there getting buckets and, just playing.
How many buckets was you getting?
Right about 18, 19.
What's the highest you averaged up there?
Like 30, 31. My freshman.
My freshman. 34, 36 up there. I'm just letting you know the same league you played in, and our game was slower. Anyway, go ahead.
But yeah, it was a learning experience. Just for me, it was learning the offense at the time.
Yes.
Coach Thompson, big Princeton guy, running the Princeton offense. Just learning that and
The reads, right?
learning the reads, trying to just understand the offense and where he wants shots coming from, and at that time, we have Roy Hibbert. And
That ball going in there for sure.
yeah. Mm-hmm. His nickname was the franchise. Mm-hmm. So, he got to touch the ball.
Absolutely.
And really, the offense is playing. You playing this big
Predicated.
game. So, just my freshman year, just learning how to play off of him at the time. Throwing it in, learning how to cut, and just being able
That's
to
an underrated skill.
being able to hit the open shot when it's there.
You feel like it changed your game a lot because coming from DeMatha and before, like you're the guy. You know what I'm saying? You had a ball in your hands. You're able to make decisions with the ball. Do you feel like that kind of changed your game? Kind of move you to more off the ball, being more of a slasher or catch and shoot guy? Like obviously you had the ball in your hand, but not as much.
No, because DeMatha, helped me out a lot. Just learning how to play off the ball, just knowing when to get that right shot. Right. Just being ready to shoot when you got it.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest adjustment for me at Georgetown was learning how to make that backdoor pass and not being scared to make that pass because the defense is.
They're there.
Right.
You got to put it right there.
Yeah, for them to get that, and you got to see the help,
yeah.
on the other side. I think a lot of placement on our passes was a big emphasis with Coach Thompson, like where to throw the ball for guys to catch it and get easy layups, and just being able to knock down the three ball consistently that year. I was shooting about 40% that year because I was getting a lot of shots off of just playing off of Roy, but not really within the offense at that time. I think the next 3 years was when I was learning where to get my shots from in that offense. But my freshman year, it was just more so playing off of Roy and just being able to make open shots.
What's your average?
Like 9. But in that offense, it's like 13, 14.
Right.
In any other offense. But, yeah, and we had a lot of guys on our team, too.
Yeah.
Like I said before, we had
Jonathan Wallace.
Wallace was out there.
He was solid.
Shooting
Very
about
solid.
48% from three. Sapp, was
Sapp Wild Boy.
He a dog.
I trained him.
Yeah,
He came out.
Yep. DeJuan Summers out of Baltimore. He's 6'8", 240, monster.
Yeah. So after your freshman year, you still had but you didn't have any thought of putting your name in the draft.
thought about it, but I don't think I was gonna get any traction.
Yeah.
And that if you put your name in at that time,
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah.
once you put your name in, that's it.
Yeah.
You can't come back. So I thought about it, but I wasn't getting any traction or whatever.
I think the hardest thing at that time, I think when you spoke on this, was that guards are hard. They always talk about how to evaluate guards within that offense because you don't play pick and roll, you don't get ISO, so it's hard for them to predict
What you gonna be?
what you're gonna be. So
Right. Yeah. It was that was another thing. Like they didn't really know what position I was.
yeah,
And if you really think about it now, the way the game in the NBA,
man.
the way it is,
Oh, yeah.
there's a lot of tweeners in the league
It's
now.
all
Dang, yeah.
Right,
Ain't
so,
no real position.
well, everybody's a guard anyway.
Right.
7 feet, 6 feet.
Right. So, at that time, they didn't know what position I was. Was I 1? Was I 2? And at Georgetown, I was playing the 3.
Yeah, didn't matter.
We played 3 guards,
Yeah.
but technically I would have been the 3.
Right.
They just didn't know.
Right.
Sophomore year.
So what's the mentality? I was about to say the mentality going into that sophomore year.
Just trying to have a better year from my freshman year, pretty much. I just wanted to just be consistent all year, but my sophomore year, I think that's when I hit a little slump. That sophomore year, I don't think it wasn't that good of a year.
Why do you think that?
Was that Wiseman? Is too much.
I wasn't shooting the ball well. We weren't playing well. I think we ended up being like 16 and 14.
That's when Roy was gone, right?
Roy left.
So y'all had to have
John
some whole
Wallace was
new
gone too.
identity.
We were a
Yeah.
younger team.
Yeah.
Greg Monroe was a freshman coming in that year. He
Yeah.
was a freshman. So, we had a whole younger team. We had the experience. I mean, we had Summers and Sapp that was still there, but we didn't really have the experience that year. Just to finish games.
Yeah.
We struggled with that.
What'd you average?
About 11.
11.
About 11, 11 and a half, something like that. And it was just a rough year for me. It just wasn't a good year, I would say.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Probably learned a lot.
Yeah.
Ultimately, you probably
Learned
got
a lot. That was the first year where like the team was, they were kind of like really dependent on me, Chris,
Yeah.
Greg. Besides like freshman year, we had Roy and all those guys there.
Did y'all make tournament freshman year?
Yes, we made a tournament.
Sure.
Yes, we made a tournament that year.
Why the pause?
We played in the second. We won our first round game. We ended up playing Davidson in the second round.
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry.
And we were up 20.
Whoa.
He
First-
went crazy.
first half, we
he
was
went
up 20.
nuclear. I remember that game.
We was it wasn't looking good for him.
Wow.
And the second half happened, and the stuff you see now
He was doing that.
was what he was doing then.
He had that ultimate green light, though.
Yeah.
That ultimate green
He
light.
couldn't nobody. They had like one, like I forgot, like a big. I guess
They,
it was a
they had a,
big.
they had a
They were
Yeah,
great
he
like-
players
he like a-
around
yeah,
him,
yeah,
though.
he had a little
yeah.
point guard that it did whatever it was like look for Steph, and then when everybody started looking at him at Steph, then now he's going. I think his
Everybody
name was
came
like
open.
Jason Rich or something like that.
Yes.
And I knew this is when I knew it was going to be I knew the game was pretty much over for us. And he didn't even make the shot, or Steph didn't make the shot. He came off a screen. It was like the right wing comes off a screen, they hit him. He pump fakes our guy, and like our guy jumps into him, and he like just turns around and throws it backwards, and it rims out.
But like the fact that it
Yeah,
even
you're
almost-
like, the
that
fact
he
that
did
it
that,
almost went in.
And I was just like,
it's
okay,
about to get up.
This might be it for us. Yeah, and they ended up beating us my freshman year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, had like 28 that year. That game, and we had them. We had them shut down in the first half. Probably maybe had 5 points.
You had 28.
No, he
Oh,
did. Steph
he
had
had
28. Yeah,
Nah, he went
We
crazy.
shut him
He went
down.
crazy that
First
whole
half, he had like
time. I
5
remember.
points.
Wow.
And just
Wow.
went crazy in the second half.
So sophomore year to junior year.
I think my junior year is when everything
Click.
it changed. It clicked for me, and then it also changed a lot for me personally.
Yeah, let's talk.
So, my junior year, a lot of, expectations, like, we gotta play, I gotta play well. You know, just want to win as a team, want to make the tournament. And it kind of started slow for me going in to that year, but starting conference play, we ended up winning a couple games, and then we met UConn. My junior year, we met UConn at Georgetown.
Okay.
And that started off bad against UConn. I think they went up like 18 in the first half.
Who was on that team that year?
Jerome Dyson, Kemba Walker.
Who did Jerome
Stan
Dyson
Robinson.
play AAU with?
I don't know who he played with.
Anyway.
DC Blue Devils.
Yeah.
But yeah, that started off. They were up 18-20 in the first half. We ended up coming back in the second half and winning that game. And I ended up with 33, but a 28 in the second half.
Wow.
So I
5 points
beat-
in the first. Yeah.
beat Connecticut by myself in the second half. I had 28, they had 27. So, and that kind of like changed everything for me. Started playing really well. Was leading the team in scoring that year.
What's your average?
16.
Okay.
So that's probably around like
20,
20, 24 in another
For
system.
sure.
So yeah, I was playing really well. And then like I don't know what it was. Like I was just in the house and I just started not to feel well. At first they thought it was like a stomach virus. And it felt that way. Like I just didn't feel right. Like I didn't feel right at all. And we ended up going to West Virginia. We had a game the next day. So we was in West Virginia and it was just the same thing. I was low energy, didn't feel right. Like I didn't think I was gonna be able to play. Like kept telling the doctors or our trainer that, I'm not feeling right. And that next morning they were just like, let's take you back to Georgetown. So I get back to Georgetown. They run some tests, and they end up saying, you're diabetic. And, like everything just stopped right there and then. For me, at the time, everything just stopped. So I was in the hospital for about 3 days running tests, trying to figure out if I was type 1 or type 2. And, they ended up saying I was a type 1 diabetic.
What does that mean exactly?
I wasn't producing any insulin in my pancreas, so so I wasn't producing any insulin, so they said I was a type 1 diabetic. But I would still be able to play.
Okay.
So once I heard that,
You was cool.
it calmed me down.
Right.
And
What was going through your mind? Because you're still so young and you just hit your stride. So it's kind of like, this is the worst time to anything.
Right.
So
That can happen,
what
right.
what were you thinking?
like I think after sitting down with the doctors and them letting me know that I would still be able to play, it really it calmed me down for once.
Sure.
Once I initially found out that I thought
It was done.
the worst. I thought it wasn't.
That's how
I
we
wasn't,
think always anyway.
I wasn't going to be able to play, or I was going to have to miss the rest of the season. Or
How many games you ended up missing? West
the
Virginia
only
game?
game I missed was the West Virginia game.
Okay.
I ended up coming back a week later. We ended up playing Cincinnati at Georgetown. And the great part about it, I played well. I had led the team in scoring that game. I had 24 points. So, like, once all that happened, like, after all that, I felt better. And I knew I'll still be able to play and do this with this disease, as they say, and, be able to get through it.
So what did you have to change? You had to change your diet.
Change the diet, change, not a lot of juices, more water, Gatorade. I think
No Gatorade.
Georgetown started bringing in like the G2, the low sugar stuff.
low sugar.
Right,
So,
right.
that was the thing they did to help me out and stuff like that. I would had my doctor on the road with us at the end of the year. So Georgetown did a lot to help me get through it. My teammates was extra supportive. My family was really supportive. My friends were supportive. So even people from ESPN were very supportive, like John Saunders.
Cool.
He was good people's. He would talk to me and just say I'll be able to get through it, and you just continue to keep working and you'll be good. There was a lot of people in my corner that helped me.
Well, shout out to you, man, because for you to have the mental and emotional fortitude, because a lot of times, especially as black men, we hear any type of thing medical, we almost ready to give up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For whatever reason, that's how we kind of rap. But so you fought through, found out what you need to find out. How did you finish out junior year?
It was a good year. We ended up, making it to the Big East championship that year. We ended up losing in the championship though to West Virginia. We ended up going to the Final Four that year. To Sean Butler.
Oh yeah.
Ended up hitting the game winner.
Bob Huggins the coach?
Yeah, Huggins was
was,
coach.
yeah.
Yeah. Huggins
I know he was
there.
at Cincinnati before that.
Yeah, Huggins was there. He ended up hitting the game-winning shot against us. It was tough. It was a really good game that game. I hit a shot to tie the game with like 50-something seconds left, and he ended up hitting the game winner. So that was tough. And then we made it to the tournament.
Okay.
Ended up losing in the first round to Ohio. It was tough. They ended up shooting like 70%.
Yeah.
So
Just one of those
That
nights.
happens in the
It happens
tournament.
in the
The
tournament.
tournament set up that
This
way.
is one of those nights.
One of these things gonna
You
get hot.
just don't know.
Just don't know. All it takes is one game.
Yes, exactly.
One game.
Yeah, it was tough that year, especially when you had aspirations of getting far in the tournament
Right.
and just being knocked out in that
What was
first
your
round.
record that year? You lost 7 games, something like that?
I was like 22-11.
11,
Maybe.
okay.
Yeah.
You had all Big East honors.
Yeah, I got second team that year.
Okay. Nice.
A lot of
Yeah,
teams.
so,
in the
yeah, a
conference.
lot of
Yeah,
teams,
like
a lot of players, a lot of good
That was
players.
probably the best conference, and not probably that was the best conference in basketball.
Yeah, that year we was getting in about
6, 7.
7 and 9 teams
In the
in the
tournament.
tournament.
Mhm.
Yeah, so.
All right, so
it was a tough
disappointed. Your senior year, this is it. This is
But
the
hold on,
cool part.
before
This is
that,
Lottie Dottie.
You had the good junior year, in spite of all the challenges. Did you still not think of like, all right, like what went into your decision of coming back for your senior year?
Just the fact that I was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you get that, like when they put that on you,
Yeah.
it's kind of
It's
tough.
gonna, it's gonna, it's
so-
gonna work against you.
Right. So I mean, that happens.
Yeah.
So
That kind of derailed you a little bit.
yeah, a little bit, but try to figure it out best way I could.
Did it make you think about like just life without basketball, even when the ball stops bouncing away after that? Getting your degree, obviously, and all that.
Yeah. One of my father's biggest things was, getting that degree. First graduating from high school and then getting that college degree. But if it were to a point where I was to leave at that time, he would have been okay with it, but he would have always wanted me to come back and finish school.
At some point.
That was one of his biggest things, were to always finish school. But yeah.
Senior year.
Senior year? Oh, yeah. So, it was the last year, kind of around the same thing, just trying, make it to the tournament, try to get as far as we can in the tournament, play the best that we could, play the best that I can. So, it ended up being another tough ending to the season.
Tell us about it.
Ended up playing VCU in the first round. Team
Y'all done
had
got
I
a
had
bad end of like some real like
Don't tell me
legendary
that was
tournament
Shaka Smart.
stories.
They had
my
bad
God.
matchups.
Yeah,
Who
bad
was
matchups.
that? Who
That's
was
the year
that?
Shaka Smart. That's the year they made it
That's
to the
the year they
final.
made it to
Oh
the
my
final.
Who
God.
was the point guard?
Joey Rodriguez.
Yeah, I
It's
remember
that
that.
defense.
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man.
That was the start of it.
Yeah. It started with us. That
Damn.
was another team that started. They shot about 70% that game.
What you averaged that year?
I was right around 17, 18 points per game.
First team all Big
First
East.
team all Big East.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was a good year personally for me, but team wise it was tough.
It didn't work out. So what'd you finish? 1,700 points? What'd you finish with?
Close to 1,800.
1,800.
At that time I was right around 6 all time. But Devontae Smith-Rivera came in and did his thing.
Federal.
And
Moved you down.
Moved me down, so shout out to him. But yeah, I felt all in all my career at Georgetown was good. I wish we had, different outcome.
So looking back at it, would you have chosen a different school, or you feel like it worked out?
I feel like it worked out.
Yeah.
I feel like if we probably had some different outcomes, things would have been a little different.
Sure.
But I felt I was happy with the decision.
What was your draft process like?
There was a lot of teams. I know that much. There was 11 teams that I worked out for.
What's your favorite one? Or like, what was your best workout?
My best workout, I felt like it was Cleveland. I felt like that was one of my best workouts. San Antonio was also a good one. I felt, and New Jersey was another one, and I felt that was good. And from sitting down with them and having the conversations, like just the conversation itself, like it felt good, and my agent thought that it was good for me too.
Yeah.
All right, so but it worked out the way it worked out. So.
Nah, definitely.
You feel like that took a little bit of a juice from you in terms of like wanting to play, because there's guys that are still playing like at your age now, playing overseas. You think that took a little bit of the juice from you wanting to play like overseas, or did you just not enjoy playing overseas as much?
It took a little bit.
Yeah.
It took a little bit, but I still wanted to play. But the fact that it was my dream to get to the NBA, and that dream didn't happen. So you do feel a way.
You fall back.
You be a little bitter every now and then, or you feel a little bitter. But just being able to go and play and experience the world, different cultures, just seeing the world for what it is.
Right.
Still a blessing.
It's still a blessing, right? So, just being able to do that, I felt like something I can go back and talk about and tell my kid and stuff like that too. So
you're
my man on the court. Dog. We got him out here playing soccer and all type of stuff, though. We gotta get him right.
Oh, yeah, he terrible.
he gotta start listening.
Yeah, he terrible. Yeah, I knew he was terrible.
So your sister at Morgan State in Baltimore. Give us a little preview of what you guys, your team, what you look forward to with them. And
We're looking forward to a good year. We brought in some really good guys that are, dedicated and motivated to winning. I think that's one of our biggest things this year, just guys that want to win, guys that buy into the system, guys that...
Man, that's hard to find.
we feel like we got guys that, like I said, going to buy into the system and, just want to learn, be coachable, and just go out there and just be ready to win, man.
okay,
You want to be a head coach at all, or no?
Eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually.
college level for sure.
Yeah, eventually. But I need some time. I need some time to continue to keep getting better. Learning the business for what it is.
Sure.
What do you think about it now? Just the whole college, the business of college basketball.
Which says it
I wish
all.
you had NIL. Huh?
Yeah, I wish I was playing college basketball this time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, this was good. Very enjoyable. I'm glad you were able to come out, share your story with us. And hopefully somebody out there is listening and can understand that, you know, the trials that we all go through in life and in basketball. There was a time you met a gentleman by the name of Keith Williams, and I ain't even gonna do that. No, I'm glad you came out, man.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. Appreciate y'all. Man.
You a beautiful dude, man. Good person, man. I wish all the best for you as you move forward in coaching, man. And whenever you get back on your feet the way you want, I'm here. I'm your partner. Do-si-do. We gonna rodeo.
All right. I remember that you said that.
Yeah, for sure. Take us out, Lisa.
You got a Instagram everybody can follow you at? No.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Okay.
I wish.
Well, y'all, they can follow him. Follow Morgan State. They can follow you.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and follow our Instagram, OTJR Pod.
Got something?
All good.
See y'all next time.
Bye.